Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. It's your host, Sleepy Urchin here. Happy belated Halloween. I hope you had fun. Halloween, of course, is a time of year where you pretend to be someone else, which can be cathartic for some. I, of course, spend too much time on Facebook groups, so for me, every day, someone is always trying to be someone that they're not.
It's a little early for Halloween.
Where you're going, every day's Halloween.
Today we'll be talking about a personality that also likes to play pretend, the ENFP. The chaser of dreams, champion of the people, and supreme martyr of your family gatherings. The ENFP has a preference for Extroverted Intuition, Introverted Feeling, Extroverted Thinking, Introverted Sensing. Since learning about MBTI, I believe that I've confirmed at least 3 ENFPs that I've met. Ones I haven't met seem to be a lot of YouTubers, actually. Specifically ones that talk about MBTI and also think of themselves as INFJs, because apparently that's just the popular thing to do. Did anyone else notice that even though INFJs are supposed to be the rarest personality, they seem to be everywhere on the Facebook groups and YouTube? For ENFPs, the one thing I noticed the most, they're always trying to chase a dream, and that dream seems to change regularly, which is understandable given their lead function. For the ENFP, Extroverted Intuition acts as the unbridled engine of imagination. There's not an idea that's, too out there. Nothing is too far outside the box. And they go through a lot of these ideas at a very breakneck pace, whether they want to or not. This, of course, leads to the usual problems that plague anyone that has a strong preference for Extroverted Intuition. Lack of focus, easily bored, most certainly forgetting appointments. All of these attributes are, of course, tempered by a more alien function, at least to me, Introverted Feeling. I'd swear it seems like I just don't talk enough about it. Introverted Feeling, of course, regards the user's personal feeling, code of ethics, the morals. Does this make me happy or sad? And that Introverted Feeling really just pounds the shit out of that Extroverted Intuition. The ENFPs I've spoken with, a lot of their ideas involve making someone's life easier, ending poverty, or just making everybody happy, and they're oftentimes found doing something to make someone else happy. For example, my ENFP brother recently learned how to do tattoos. He uses his artistic ability to make other people happy. For money, he in turn takes that money and then makes someone else happy. To keep in mind, this is not the same as an extroverted feeler's desire to keep harmony within a group setting. This is how an ENFP feels good about themselves. And from the ENFPs I have talked to, this is an incredibly addictive frame of mind. Self-destructive, in fact. ENFPs will go to extreme lengths for the happiness of friends or family, and seemingly be happy to do it, but we all know it's killing you inside. Next up is Extroverted Thinking. It's actually quite the complement to the Introverted Feeling. The Introverted Feeling often curates what the Extroverted Thinking is going to absorb. Extroverted Thinking for the ENFP is not the best, but it's solid enough that the ENFP doesn't have a problem learning things, which is handy if you're always trying to jump from, dream to dream. My father being an ENFP as well, he was certain that he wanted to be an auto mechanic. Later, he then got into coding and web design, then rounded it off with being in real estate. You have a few jumps there, for sure. And he never seemed to have an issue with it. Read a book, apply the knowledge. In his later years, he now DJs at a bar in Nevada. Karaoke. My point being that for an ENFP, picking up something new really isn't an issue, so long as it makes them feel good to do it. The last function for the ENFP is Introverted Sensing. I know it's a very interesting topic. Much like for ENTPs, the Introverted Sensing is the demon on the shoulder. You should do things the same way it's always been done. But you're so boring and awful. It's my belief that the ENFP is a little more susceptible to Introverted Sensing. Just like with Extroverted Thinking, it's something that they don't have to think about. It by no means assumes that the ENFP has more of a preference for it. The temptation is just greater. So the ENFP is a generally likable person. I've never known an ENFP to have a lot of enemies. Bit of a martyrdom complex. Always willing to try and make you happy. They do have their moments of really wallowing in self-pity though. Just spend too much time making others happy. Eventually they crack, then hibernate for a month watching a bunch of sad movies. If you're an ENFP watching this, my only advice for the recurrent feelings cancer you give yourself is to focus less on making other people happy, as addictive as it is, and instead beef up that extroverted intuition. Really get your imagination going. And whenever someone comes a-calling asking for pity, lie. I lost my phone, I'm at work, I've got COVID, literally any excuse you can think of. This will help balance your life a little better, so that when your grandparents call asking you to move their 60-year-old furniture, you don't feel the overwhelming desire to drive your car into oncoming traffic. Alright, so that's a quick overview of the ENFP personality. Hopefully I can still get my brother to come on and do some other videos later. If you enjoyed the video or it helped you identify an ENFP in your life, consider hitting the like button. And as always, I'll see you next time.